Well, hello community. Welcome back to another episode of The Long Dark. I am Gamer Nan. I will be your host for today. So it's been a long extended weekend for me, but I'm back and I'm ready to get this party started. Alright, so I need to refresh my memory of where I'm at and what I'm doing. I've already checked this. Okay, so we are just a matter of mm, an hour or so before daylight. We're not going to want to leave right straight out. Let's see if there's anything that I can do in the meantime to burn some time. I do have some rose hips I can prepare. Go ahead and do that. It's only 15 minutes, but and let's see, how many bandages do I have? 4, that's plenty. We'll do this by inventory. We cannot read yet. That's a pretty sad calorie count. Alright, we need to definitely work on getting some food. Um, and bring that back up to par. Alright, we'll just finish that off. Now we should be able to read. Let's read for 1 hour. Alright, and let's step outside. Okay, not a terrible day. Um, no bear directly in my sights. Put that away. I don't think we need that right now. Alright, let's begin to make our way through the coastal highway. So the Quonset should be right down in that general area. It's behind us. Oh crap. Oh, and he's coming. Where is he coming? No, he won't come in. Thankfully, because that would have made for a very short episode. Um, he was just letting me know he was there. I got it. I'm gone. You can have that whole area to your own lonesome self. Alright. And without breaking something, let's step down here. Okay, we're coming down on the back side of the Quonset, which is good. It gives us the opportunity to see it a little bit before we actually make our way in. There can be, well, the bear's already made himself known, so he's not down there. There could be a moose down here. There can be wolves down here. Um, this is I think I just, maybe not. This can be a very dangerous area, especially coming over this bluff here. All right, inside the Quonset. It's always nerve-wracking coming in and out of here. Let me put that away, and hopefully there's something good in here that's made this trip worth it. It's not, but we'll pick it up anyway. Oftentimes this is where I make my base when I come here. It's really a good base area, all except for the fact that the wildlife just hangs around outside just so much. But when you have a firearm, it's good because it provides you with a lot of pelts for making clothing. However, we have none of that, so like a recycled can. I need some food, please. Food, please.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
I'm not even going to worry about carrying that. I'll just probably switch out the one that I have.
Any of this gear.
So far, so not good.
I think I can use this.
I think that's the first bottle of antibiotics I've gotten. Alright, well this is turning out to, I don't need none of that. It's turned out to be, well I see maybe, alright, there's candy bar, dog food. I mean, at least I got something, right? Better than a sharp stick in the eye. More dog food. Ooh, some herbal tea. I'll need a can. Yeah, there could be something under them, but usually not. If I stay here long enough, I will usually end up tearing that up. Usually out of desperation. Alright, well, we will have to be happy with what it is that we have. Um, yeah, and make do. Alright, so first thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and eat. No sense in, let's go ahead and take a shot in the dark, see how this is going to turn out. Okay, we'll take that. So eat it all, and no sense in waiting. Alright. Uh, we are getting thirsty, but before I do that, let me start a fire. So we are literally just down the road from the transition point.
That didn't work.
It sure didn't work. To head into Desolation Point. Um,
Come on, little
I
fire.
would say
Come
the
on.
worst, but it's not the worst. But the biggest deal is going to be getting out of this area and then getting down that road. There is another bear. Come on now. That we have to pass in order to make the trek. Let's put some, cook that. Let me see. No, that's going to take an hour and a half. Let's go ahead and add a little bit more. I don't want to use that. I'll throw that on there. And a couple of those. It sounds like there's a storm picking up outside anyway. So, I'm going to read this for an hour.
Use a drink.
I see it. Let's go ahead and drink. I was going to wait, but I just don't have enough. Alright, so just a few minutes until it's boiled. We'll go ahead and do that. And we'll take it, or drink it, whatever. And then what I want to do is I want to cook we'll take it, pick that up, drink that. It sounds like the weather's just fine outside now. Ooh, pick that up. We went up on our cooking skill, so that's good. Let me see. I think I got way too many. Actually, I got way too many, much of everything. Use, place, use. That way I know I'm dropping the lower condition ones. Use, place. How much does this one have? Probably should. Let me see if I'm still. Well, I'm not over encumbered with that. Let me take it, and I am over encumbered with that. See how long it's going to take to harvest. 1 hour. I don't want to burn an hour right now, so I'll leave out with being over encumbered a little bit. Alright, so just drop down into here real quick. Drop into here real quick. Alright, here we go. Heart pounding all and everything. Yeah, there is a meal over there. I would prefer to be walking on the ice. That way I can actually... Something else up there. That way I can actually see for a long way off. It's harder for them to sneak up on me. There could be a wolf right over this embankment, and I wouldn't even know it right now. Or a bear. There is another bear that patrols this area. There's at least 3 bears on this map, most generally at all times. Yep, there's one up. Ooh, wow. And there's a 5th one over there. So there's 5 wolves right there. So I would like to say that makes the rest of this area clear, but that is not necessarily the case. Coastal Highway is definitely one of the higher animal populated environments. But yeah, there's a lot here. Anybody that's ever spent any time here in Coastal Highway knows that there's just a lot to gather, a lot to do. There is a trail of cattails along that way. I want to save that for on my way back. I'm going to hopefully beeline right across the ice and gather those up on my way back to Mystery Lake. Yeah, I've been attacked here several times. Pretty much not too many areas in the long dark I haven't been attacked. Alright, let me go ahead and drink that. I will make an executive decision up here. There's another meal right there. Fortunately, all those houses are burnt out.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
It's awful windy, but it's not. There's another one down there. Oh, that's probably a guy, or yeah, I think it's a hunter. So the bad thing now is I am already really tired, and I don't believe I have anywhere to sleep until, is it the lighthouse? coffee really comes in handy when you, wow, there used to be a car here and it's not anymore. Maybe it's further around the corner. No, I see it. Yeah, because we don't have a bedroll. We could make a snow shelter. Actually, we could make a snow shelter. Um, we may make a snow shelter um, just because of the amount of fatigue that I already have lost. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Thank you. All right, out of Coastal Highway. If I can assure myself of enough firewood to burn to make it through the night, I would definitely make a snow shelter. Now there is a wolf patrol route up here, so we're not out of the woods yet. Alright, let's dip down inside. Because this would be a good place. Uh, yeah, I was kind of hoping for a bedroll. I keep hoping for a bedroll. Unfortunately, there's no bedrolls. But no, this would be a good place for a snow shelter because if the weather got real bad,
This will come in handy.
I don't need that. Make sure I'm telling myself the truth. Yeah, I don't need that. I'm gonna go ahead and let me. Oh, I do need that. So. Actions, harvest. Alright, so that'll give me enough cloth to make a bedroll. And since I'm that far, I will go ahead and take that and I'll also harvest that just so that I have a little bit extra. Alright, so decisions. Part of me wants to just go Alright, let's see. A bedroll would just... Oh, there's another rope. Nope. I thought it was a rope. A bedroll would change this whole scenario.
I'll take it.
Um, it's really not nice. Um, 8 minutes. Of course, we're walking right into the wind. I see that cairn, but I just want to get to this cave. I'm not sure if I can sneak through up here, but I'm going to try. Back here is also a good potential place for a snow shelter. Ooh, a couple of them. We're actually warming up here. I don't know how long that would be for. It's tempting to just take a nap, but I'm going to keep pushing. And we're inside. Alright, so for the time being, we are safe. I like being safe. I barely saw that. Alright, well, there are plenty of burnables around here. Let me do this. Let me start a fire. Go ahead and, yeah, let's add. Alright, let's cook and cook. Alright, so we got 40 minutes, an hour and 7 minutes. Now we got 57 minutes. Let me walk up here. I think there's another inlet, or another little area just up here. Let's see if maybe we can't find a bedroll or coffee. Either one of those will literally solve all of our problems right now. Problems being we need to regain some fatigue. while we could use this coal to start a pretty massive fire outside, um, we are in a place, hopefully, if I can build one there, we are in a place that will protect us. We have plenty of food right now. I'm thinking maybe that's the answer. It is still early. We could read until we were exhausted. Because when we come out of the other side of this cave system, we still got to work our way up to the church, and then
I need to find a place to rest.
find a way past the wolf that protects the lighthouse to make it to a bed. I don't know that I want to take that big a risk. I guess I don't need that. I don't know why it's... Won't let me throw it on the inside. That's crazy. Eat. Let's just add a couple sticks. Just keep it burning for a minute. Eat. We have... let's go drink. We're going to need some water, so we'll just go ahead and cook some water. So I need about 2 hours. One. All right, so a little bit longer than I need, but it should not boil off in that amount of time. All right, this is going to be the biggest tester. Let's see, it's cold. Let's see. I know I could build one up here. I don't know if the... it's going to take 45 minutes to build that. So, this will be the tester. So let's start a fire. We'll have to piecemeal our night out if we do decide to stay here, which I'm trying to.
Perfect.
Let's add a piece of coal. Let's add one more piece of coal. We got plenty of coal. Let's see, I just don't know if it'll be within the ring. But let's go ahead and build this. It's close. So standing here, where it feels like 100 degrees, in here, it feels like 105 degrees. So potentially, we can do this. I mean, here goes nothing. Let's alright, so we got 11 hours. That's going to last way longer than 11 hours. We are going to use this. It is sweltering, so we are. Okay, so the trick is going to be not dying in our sleep. So let's I'll risk 2 hours. Let's do 2 more hours. 2 hours of, if the blizzard comes up and puts that out, it's probably enough to kill us. However, it looks like we're going to be alright. Let's do another 2 hours. So we probably got enough energy to do what it is that we need to do. But we're going to just keep on pushing through the night, hopefully until morning. Let's do 2 more hours. Alright, 15 days, 13 hours, 28 minutes. Let's peek outside. We still got 3 hours left on that fire. Wow, it's slightly cold or slightly dark in here. It's boiled. We'll drink it. We will take that. 2, 3. Alright, so let's go ahead and pop back outside. No sense in us going anywhere. Let's put this away. But what I am going to do is I'm going to add another piece of coal. That's 4 hours. So let's go ahead and sleep for 2 more. Alright, so we're probably 3 hours away from daylight. We're almost completely rested. I'm going to I'll just add one more piece of coal. 3 hours on the fire. We will jump in here. We probably won't get it, but I'm going to try for 2 more hours. Alright, so we are fully rested. We are minutes away from it being daylight. Comes a storm, 8 minutes on the fire. See, that's going to blow our fire out because there should be an hour, but that's okay. We accomplished what it is that we needed. Let me do this. Use light. You know what? We'll go to the other end because I want to make a fire and I want to cook some teas or heat up, some teas for my trip. But that's okay. We can wait until we get to the other end. I don't have to do it because then they'll just cool off on this little part here. So pick up some coal along the way. We're finally not encumbered anymore. A lot of that, well, I mean, we're carrying a lot of stuff, but a lot of the encumbrance was just due to the fact that I was completely exhausted, which we are no longer. But you'll see our fatigue meter is going down 2 ticks. It's because we are carrying so much. Let's see what you got. Pry bar I don't need. Nothing. Well, that's why you died, sir, because you had nothing but a pry bar. Okay, so it's still my intention to make an improvised knife. While we're here. Alright, well, so much for not being encumbered. Alright, so inventory, we will drop, we will use, and light. Alright. It is becoming heavy. I think we've probably got enough. Alright, so this is the outdoor. Don't need that. No stems anywhere. Let me just check around this corner and see where this leads. I'm going to assume it's a dead end, but you never know. Alright, dead end. And let's start us a fire. Oh, come on. It's a 75% chance. %30 of the time, it works every time. Alright, so that's... Oh, what do I do not have? Tinder. Of course I have no tinder. Why would I have tinder? That makes no sense. Um, so let me see. Let me go ahead and put this guy out. Let me harvest this guy. And then let me harvest this guy. Let me do one more just so I know that I got at least 4 pieces of tinder on me. Boy, we burn right through tinder making all them fires, don't we? Or failing to make all them fires. Um, let's try this again. Come on, little fire.
Come on, little fire. Come on.
Or don't. Either way is good. Either way. I'm good. Either way. Was that 4 or 5 fails on a 75% chance? Yay. Nope, go away. Let's add, let's add a piece of coal. Alright, so let me see how long it's going to take to break this down. 30 minutes, 40 minutes, whatever it was. And then we will add that. Alright, so it's good in daylight out. Let me see how much, say we got half a gallon. I do still want to, oops, cook and cook, and then I will go ahead and hopefully not get sick. That'd be great. Yay. Eat. No sense in carrying it around with us. That actually, oddly enough, just unencumbered us. I will drink that one and pick that up. I will, ooh, that is 40 minutes until burn, so I can actually cook 12:39. Let me go ahead and open this up because I know that I got well, that one's 75. Ooh, they're both pretty well. Give me that one back. Alright, so there's that. I do still need to break that down. It's coming. It's coming one of these days. Let's go ahead and pick that up. Pick that up. Pick that up. Make sure. Alright, and then pick that up. We will take a torch and away we go. So I got at least 2 hot drinks on me to make this trek that is extremely cold outside. Alright, so most dangerous portion, well, I shouldn't jinx myself, but is coming up trying to get to the lighthouse. Once we get to the lighthouse, then it's just a matter of getting down and crossing the ice, which is still has its hazards. But the largest hazard is definitely going to be that one wolf that hangs out right there in front of the lighthouse. Um, now there's lots of meals in that direction, free meals, bunny rabbits and deer. We're not going to mess with that. Oftentimes, if I ever spawn in Desolation Point, which is where we're at now, I will go there and do that for not just the food, but the free hides that I can begin to let cure. Um,
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
these prop deer, and well, mostly prop deer. There is a prop wolf if you're in Bleak Inlet. I don't know of any others. But yeah, they're free hides. All you got to do is get there and harvest them. Um, here is another one. Um, that is. Let me think. It is pretty cold out. Let's go ahead and see if we can start this fire. I wouldn't ordinarily do this.
Come on, little fire.
This
Come
may
on.
or may not benefit us. But it's really cold out right
Oh,
now.
yeah. That's a good one.
We have enough coal. That's going to bump up the heat really quickly. So we shouldn't freeze to death, I hope. Alright, so let's put this out. Let's, because this weather could turn bad any second. Let's harvest this.
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
And let's go ahead and cook this. So right at an hour, that's a good chance to go ahead and harvest this. Let's eat that. We are going to need some water, but we don't need some water right this second. So we will just, it may actually be, I don't know what it is. It's still not nice. I say clearing up, but that would not be the case. Let's go ahead and drink this. We will take this, take that, and let's roll. Alright, so we'll just make this trip in stages, you know? Okay, so, there's another, well, we could actually use that cave system there to get us to, the fisherman's, the whaling station. I'm not sure. I need to look at my map and see exactly where this one is. I'm assuming it's probably going to be by the whaling station. Oh no, I think it's at the Riken. I will look in just a second. Let's go ahead and get these. Another book that's not going to do us any good. Come on, stem. Nope. You know, it's all, you know, Always nice to ask. Worst they could say is no, right? Clearly that's what they said. No. I was like, okay. Alright, so let's look. So it is at the Riken. Alright, so that'll be, well, I'd say easy, but that would be not correct at all. But we need to go that direction anyway to make our knife. Alright, so yeah, I was fixing to say I need to put that away anyway so that I can pull this out. I hate this wolf. This one really gives me a hard time often. That's not what I wanted to see happen. Oh man. And I'm hurt. It didn't quite turn out the way that it normally does, and now I'm stuck out here. Alright, well, we're making an executive decision. Not exactly what I had in mind. I don't know if they've changed that cliffside or if I just didn't do it right. Normally I can skirt the outside of it and bypass, ooh, that scared me, bypass the wolf that's there. Thankfully we didn't drop down into the jaws of a waiting one. That probably costed us some condition in that fall. I would most assuredly say it is tore our clothes. I heard the tear, but here we go. I left you behind, my guts freezing, my feet on fire, each step 100 years. Oh, I didn't read it fast enough. Alright, yep, let's get on inside here. We just got our, well, the interior of that ship looked a little bit different. Alright, so we are warming up. That's a good sign. Let me see. Let me go ahead and use this to look around. Let me take a second and look at my thing. I got a sprain on my wrist. Potentially, I don't know if that'll be the case, but it may prevent us from doing any forging. So I'm gonna go ahead and fix that up, and then just take a real quick second and look at my clothes. All right, not terrible. anything. Oh, another book. Of course we'll use another book. And we definitely need some of that. Take you. Okay, that replaces the bandage I just used. Then we got more here. We're not gonna. Let me see how much water I got. Not much. Alright, so we will go ahead and let me put this out for a second. And then start a fire. Let's go ahead and just use some lamp oil. We got it. Get this thing started. We will add a piece of coal. Let's add another piece of coal. It's going to cost more than that, but all I want to do right now is is make some water. And then take a torch, and then we're going to finish a real quick cursory search. Cursory. That's right. I just make up my own words as I go. Sometimes there's something that, ooh, I like that. There's dog food. Food is definitely going to be an important part of our daily balanced diet. Let's peek out. Whoop, there went our torchy torch. It's really cold out. Put him away. There should be a free meal that way. Not a thing. Alright, we'll go back inside before we catch our death of cold. See Mr. Bear, but we're probably not going to be heading that way. We might. I guess there are... I don't know though. It's awful cold out. We'll have to see. Let's go ahead and break these down. Nada, but that's okay. Okay, should be really close. Drink that. And then we will pick that up. Alright, so let's go ahead and, I wonder if I have everything that's needed. How would I see if I do this, and I do have everything that's needed. Oh, no, that says prepare reishi mushroom. That's not what I want to prepare. I want to find, there, improvised knife. Okay, everything but the forge is going to take 3 hours to make. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 should be that. 3 hours is going to put us to dark 30. Let it rise. Let me see if I got anything else I need to do while that's doing that. I can prepare. I would like to go and check out the whaler station. Yeah, there's a blizzard out. Alright, back. 270, so not quite. We could go ahead and add another piece of coal. I ain't tripping. Now we can go ahead and make improvised knife. Begin crafting. And we now have a knife. So, back. Let's see. Inventory. There's our nice little new knife. So we can actually drop that. We don't need it. We could probably technically well, this is quicker to harvest. Well, I guess there's no sense in really dropping a whole lot of anything right this second because I'm going up to go to sleep. Let me see here. I want to go ahead and cook that for the enhanced calories. It'll be 13 minutes. Yeah, we got plenty of time. Let's eat that. And let's go ahead and oh yeah, we got that. Drink that. Let's see what else. I guess I could just grab a torch. I could, well, before I start doing any of that, let's just go on ahead and go. Nah, it really sounds like it's blizzard out, so I'm not even going to bother. I'm just going to go in here. I should be able to, I don't know if I can sleep through the night or not. Let's put this out. Let's turn this way. I think there was 3 hours left on the fire. I could probably read for an hour. Okay, back. Let's go ahead and harvest that. Let's, you know what, let's just, here comes the challenge. We're going to sleep for an hour at a time until that fire is out. And see what our temperature is. Okay, I can still hear the fire. We're at 120 degrees, so we're definitely getting a benefit from the fire. The fire is now out. .41 degrees. Okay, so we can sleep here safely. Yeah, that was confidence you heard in that voice. Alright, well, let me see exactly what it is. So we have hit 3. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to head back. We're going to hit the ravine on our way to Hush River Valley. Hush River Valley will be our last one. The ravine, now that we have the rope, as long as the weather doesn't kill us, should be right, or should be easy. Um, the trek getting there will not be easy. So we got a long trail ahead of us to get back to the ravine, and then a moderate trek into the Hush River Valley. So, first step is to sleep through the night. So we're going to go 9 hours. Let's do it. Do or die. Alrighty, so there it is. We woke up fully woke. It is daytime. I will use this as an opportunity to end this episode. So yeah, a successful trip to Desolation Point. If you like this episode, please give it that thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing and then following along to become part of a gamer nation, a nation of gamers that gets together just to enjoy the conversation and the games. You are interrupting me. But thanks for watching, and until next time.